Hi, this is Prem. Welcome to the More Trading, More Earning program. This is a weekly update. Too many activities took place last week across the globe. Let us see one by one. First, FOMC meeting happened in US. The FOMC meeting, we were updating about this in the last more than 1 week. We were discussing about this. The FOMC meeting went as a non-event, but surprisingly, it's a dovish comment and a positive note. FOMC meeting outcome is the Fed is planning to reduce the interest rate 3 times this year, 0.25%, and next year also probably the same formula may be used 3 times next year with 0.25% rate cut. So all depends upon the data, but as of now the Fed is happy with the current inflation rate. Prior to last week, we received the CPI data, retail sales data, and PPI data. Even though those data were not favorable to the market, Fed seems that this will probably support the market as we move on. Right now, they are happy with whatever the inflation data they have received, and they seems to be positive, and hence they said they are planning to cut the interest rate this year 3 times in a year of 0.25%. So this is about FOMC meeting, and our stock as usual, Nvidia. Nvidia, the annual developer conference started on 18th March and went for 4 days. In the conference, Nvidia CEO announced that the new AI chip Blackwell is ready and is ready for ship by this year end. This is a very good news. So Nvidia stock were trading positive and went high this week. So Nvidia stock trading at 942 per share in terms of dollar. So the Blackwell chip will be ready by this year end. Because of this news, there is a selling pressure in the AMD stock, because AMD stock is also in the similar business, so artificial intelligent chip making. So AMD stocks were under selling pressure because of this. And Tesla, they said they will increase the car price in the European market for the Y model. So because of which the Tesla stock reacted positive. Previously, there was a selling pressure in the Tesla stock because the BYD has announced a rate cut for its model 1 by 1. There are 2 models so far they have announced a rate cut, which were probably trading around $10,000 to $12,000, because of which the Tesla share has seen a selling pressure. But last week they announced for Y model they are planning to increase the price in the European market. Another stock, Astera Labs IPO. The stock price of the IPO is $36, and on the debut first day it traded more than $70 and ended at $69. And further there was again a positive move and the stock is trading around $75. So IPO price was $36. Now the stock is trading around $75. The good part is Amazon is having a warrant to buy around 2.4 millions of Astera Labs stocks, and there is a deal that Amazon has to procure Astera products for 600 million. So Amazon stocks were also trading positive. So this is a mutual agreement and it is good for both the companies. And there was a lawsuit against Apple because they were monopolizing and crushing the competition, because of which there was a lawsuit raised against Apple from 17 states. And Apple said they have not done such, there is no such initiative in Apple, and they will face this legally. That is the comments from the Apple. Dollar T, they came out with the excellent quarterly results, because of which on the day of the results the Dollar T stock were up by around 15%. And Accenture came out with a weak revenue guidance. Previously they said it's 3 to 5% growth, but now last week they come out with a revenue guidance of 1 to 3%, because of which the Accenture stock has seen a selling pressure and the stocks were down, and which had a cascading impact on the Indian IT stocks also, because of which we have seen selling pressure in all the Indian stocks last week, IT stocks last week. Last week, Bank of Japan announced the interest rate increase after 17 years. So last 17 years, Japan interest rate were in the negative zone. Last week, they changed the interest rate from negative to positive after 17 years. That is a very big positive move. And Japan indices crossed the 70,000 mark and touched the all-time high. And then last couple of days, there was some profit booking. Coming back to the Indian market, Nifty crossed the 22,000 mark and Bank Nifty close to 47,000. So Nifty all-time high was 22,500, but last week Nifty came down around 700 points and were trading around 21,800. Then there is a positive move because auto stocks and reality stocks were trading higher, and probably healthcare stocks and hospital stocks also were trading higher, because of which Nifty moved up and crossed the 22,000 mark. Bank Nifty also traded positive. There was some gain in the Bank Nifty also. Both private banks and public sector banks were slightly up and were trading close to 47,000. SBI was probably there was a selling pressure because of the electoral bonds, and now it's in the consolidation mode and slightly moving up. So because of which Bank Nifty trading close around the 47,000 mark. I hope the coming week probably Bank Nifty should trade above the 40,700 mark is the expectation. Fuel prices reduced by 2 rupees. Both petrol and diesel were reduced by 2 rupees. I don't think that is not going to impact anything on the in the inflation aspect, because the expectation was around 10 rupees because of elections were nearing, but it doesn't seems to be that way. Only 2 rupees reduced for both petrol and diesel, so this is not going to have much impact on the inflation, and inflation may continue to remain the same. Dollar index moved up from 1.3 to 1.4, so because of which the dollar has strengthened across the globe, and again it's impact for the rupee also. So rupee traded above the 83 rupees mark, now trading around 83.45, and our forex reserve stands at 642 billion, which is there is a very good inflow in the forex. Because of this, the forex reserve was raised to 642 billion. And Reserve Bank also, for liquidity reasons, sold out 5 billion worth of dollars last week. So that is also again a cascading impact on the USD rate of 83.45. Sectorial indexes, auto sector did very well. So Eicher Motor, Maruti, Hero Motorcorp were up significantly. Tata Motors also traded positive. The good part is Maruti crossed the 12,000 mark. So on Thursday it touched the 12,000 mark, and then there was a selling and came down. But Friday it decisively crossed the 12,000 mark and trading above 12,300 mark. So same way Eicher Motors and Hero Motor also traded positive. So hospital stocks also traded higher, with Apollo Hospital leading the show. Last week metal stock, because of the copper price demand, metal stocks also traded higher. One day we saw the pipe stocks also traded higher. High-tech pipes, Venus pipe, and Jain irrigation. So all these stocks traded higher on one day. There was a stake sale by Tata Sons. So Tata Sons sold TCS share worth 2.2 crore shares for around 9,000 crore, because of which TCS shares were down. Again, the Accenture results came, and they also gave a weak revenue guidance, because of which the entire IT pack, there was a selling pressure and trading in the negative zone. So that is something we need to watch out for. Mid cap and small cap, they were continuously probably selling pressure in the mid cap and small cap, because of RBI tightening up the rules and regulations. We have seen some consolidation in the mid cap and small cap stock last week. A couple of days we have seen that mid cap and small cap are trading positive. So that is one good news, because mid cap and small cap come continuously trading downside, probably, which may impact there is a chances that it will create a negativity and then impact a large cap stock also. We can look at into two ways. One is it can create a negativity, or the funds from this mid cap and small cap stocks can move into the large cap stocks. So that is also a possibility. So then two financial companies, JM Finance and IFL Finance. So RBI is tightening up. One is IFL Finance because of the gold loan, and they doubt about the purity of the gold. Because of this, because of which RBI has put a hold on IFL Finance issuing the gold loan. And same way JM Financials, they told not to give loan against small cap and mid cap stocks, because small cap stocks and mid cap stocks, according to probably SEBI and RBI, they were overvalued. So they want to probably take a cautious view on that. So SEBI is planning to do an audit next week in JM Financials as well as in IIFL Financial. These are all the updates from the Indian market. So hopes many of the probably key activities took place last week. Starting from Bank of Japan interest rate hike, and Europe Central Bank is also planning to hike the interest rate. Reduce the interest rate during summer, because they also see that inflation is likely to be under control. So because of which the European bank said they are also planning to cut the interest rate during the summer. So US is also planning to cut the interest rates during the summer. So there are globally, if you look at things are moving in the positive direction. Only thing is we have the local cues like election around the corner, and there are tight regulations in mid cap and small cap stocks. And some of the financial companies like IAFL and JM Financial, there is an audit planned is what I heard. So I'm not sure the news about, probably next week or in a couple of weeks time there is an audit planned to see and the financials of JM Financial and IAFL. So these are all something negative locally around the corner. But hope last week we have overcome everything and Nifty traded positive. All depends upon how Bank Nifty is going to perform next week, because most of the other stocks except IT, everything is trading close to all-time high. If IT and bank performs next week, then we can see Nifty moving about that current 22,000 mark and probably reaching 22,500, or we can expect Nifty to trade between 22,300 to 22,500, and Bank Nifty probably crossing that 47,500 mark next week. So let us hope and see. So this is the update for this week. Thank you very much. My videos are for educational purpose only. Discuss with your financial consultant for any investment. Thank you once again for watching my video.